tell me what we're doing today.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are we? Welcome back. Day number 2, the deer hunt. Kevin showed up. Did we introduce Kevin? We did. Kind of. Kev, welcome back. If you guys have watched this channel for a while, you know we've hunted with Kevin numerous times and his son Zayden. But we got a few days to try to fill some tags before the boys get up here. Zayden and Gage will be up here Wednesday. Last night on the drive in, Kevin found a buck right off the road. And me and Logan just spent 6 miles looking for them. They're on the roads, I guess. So we can't ride our 4-wheelers anymore. We can only use them to pack camp in. And so now we made a plan using our OnX that Kevin and Logan are going to go around to where they saw the buck at. Me and Kevin's brother Cody are going to go up on top to hopefully where we can glass this buck. And if not, we're going to push through this pocket of timber that we think he's probably living in. Old deer push from way back in the day. No big deal.
So our plan, it's not really working out. Giant freaking cloud came in and socked us in. It was funny because when the cloud was coming in, I was like, oh, the sun's coming up, like it'll burn it off. But behind that first cloud was a giant cloud. The sun burned it off for a little bit, but then it just came back in heavy. So the boys are up on a vantage point across the canyon up high, looking down into here. This is where Kevin saw that buck last night. And if we didn't see him, they were going to push down through that timber and maybe run out. But as of now, we're kind of stuck in the fog. What are your thoughts?
That's what we're doing, sitting in the fog.
It's pretty sweet, huh?
We got a sweet buck. Hopefully we can relocate him. If not, we got a good plan, so stay tuned.
Most likely it'll burn off again a little bit, but that cloud that's supplying this fog, we could kind of see it. Kevin said it looked like a tsunami. It's kind of what it looked like. The guys up top said that thing was never ending, just went all the way out into the valley. So I think it's just gonna burn off, roll in, burn off, roll in. So we got breakfast burritos on the mind.
Time for breakfast.
Take me to Salvation, Kevin. Lead the way.
We can't see, but 20 yards, so we're gonna go warm up. Follow us.
See that, Lug? One hand in it. Whatever floats your boat, buddy. Hi, welcome back to the show. This is a show, right? It's kind of a crap show today. We got out, we had an idea, we had a plan to go chase that buck Kevin saw yesterday. We got set up into our perches. We were well positioned. I could see those guys. Could you guys ever see us?
Yes.
They could see us. We were waiting to hopefully glass the deer up. And if not, me and Cody were going to push down through the canyon we think he's living in. And then the fog rolled in. And you couldn't see more than maybe 50 feet at best in front of us. And it looks like it's going to be that way for a while now. And our second plan was to hunt that deer and then go up over the top and go kind of where we were at yesterday. But this fog has just overtaken this mountain. So fog's really tough to hunt in. I would take snow. I'll even take a little rain. Fog and wind suck in my opinion. I hate them both. So we're gonna eat some breakfast. Hopefully this weather will cooperate a little later and then we'll get out. But it is supposed to start snowing at 5. I just looked at my weather app and it says it's supposed to snow from 5 tonight, at least through 9 a.m. tomorrow. But it keeps changing, so we never know. Whoa, did I about hit you? Sorry. Whoa. I didn't realize my meat pole was so long. We're bored. These fellers took a nap. I went and did some exploration activities. No big deal.
You building a CrossFit gym?
We're gonna build a meat pole because we were so confident we're gonna shoot bucks as soon as this storm lifts. It's still fogged in. Can't see more than 100 yards. We're hoping this afternoon it clears, but it might not. something we just might be faced with. Anyway, we're gonna use the most of our time, probably the equivalent of 3 plates each side.
Are you that like P90 Fit guy
I don't know, do I look like him?
from Lakeside Body?
Whoa. Beach Bodies? Beach Bodies by Case.
Whoa.
So we're trying to make the most of our time because we're fogged in. I can't see more than 100 yards.
You're the only one that throws it that far into the trees.
It still hasn't cleared. It's about 4 o'clock. So we made a meat pool, which is really cool. And then it evolved into meat pole ball. Oh. If you guys have ever played, I think it's called ladder ball? Ladder ball with like the golf balls on the string. You throw on those 3 ladders. Meat pole ball on our meat pole. Kevin's gonna demonstrate.
Oh!
I'm scared.
This could be our last target.
Oh, he's out of the game.
We can't make the 1-pointers. That's
Cash. Nice.
I was trying a new technique there.
You look like you're in a Halloween movie. All orange.
We're just doing up some dinner. We got at least, what, 30 minutes of hunting in today?
We did.
Just sucks. One thing we can't control is weather, and to be honest, I don't know how to hunt in the fog. We are big proponents of sitting and glassing, and then hiking and glassing and hiking. But when you can't see more than 100 yards, that kind of takes it out of play. So we're just rolling with what we have. And with what we've had today is a lot of camp time. We've accomplished some goals. We got a meat pull done. We got all the wood chopped. We invented a new game that's probably going to be in Walmart next week called Meat Pull Ball. And now we're going to cook some dinner. It is supposed to start snowing. It snowed a little bit. It's supposed to start snowing tonight, here anytime, and then snow through the night. And hopefully, with any luck, clear, break, and we'll be on the mountain chasing bucks in the morning at some point. So we're doing some meat, or some moose roast. They're pre-cooked. We're gonna do some rice, make some sandos, just enjoy each other's company, enjoy the camp. We set up this really nice camp. I guess we need the day to enjoy it. It's warm in here though. That fire is stoking.
Oh man.
Things happened which we thought were gonna happen. Snow. We probably got 6 inches of snow. And it's still snowing. I was gonna check my weather to see when it might break. I get snow until 10. 10, that's not bad. That's in 4 hours from now.
Yeah.
So once that breaks, we should be able to get out and hunt the rest of the day. And it's hunting in 6 inches of snow I'm excited about.
Might be more like 8 or 10 by then.
8 or 10 by then. Anyway, we're gonna just ride this thing out, but 4 more hours, we should be able to get out and go do some hunting. Game time on! We are tired of sitting in this beautiful cabin tent, so we're gonna get out. The snow stopped, still super foggy, only see about 80 yards, but we're just gonna go hike. Old school. I was against this hunting method for a number of years. I thought you had to sit somewhere in glass for hours and then move in glass. A lot of big deer have been killed by just guys walking, being patient, maybe finding some tracks, and then tracking a deer down. That's what we're gonna go do. We can't see very far, but I think that might play into our advantage and our adventure. SHD?
SHD.
Sick hair day. All right, we're getting geared up. We're gonna go do this thing. Probably split up, send some people high, send some people low. See what we can come up with. He's second. Let's take that and go up. Should meet you guys right there. Put the hammer down. Hammer coming down.
See on the top line.
Something
absolutely horrific.
It's like tropical down here.
It's like so
compared
nice
to up
down
there.
here, like calm, that I can't see very far, but
Just let me show you.
show us the goods.
Can't even hear me talking. Can't see.
See any tracks? I say we just hunt this lower stuff then.
Where's the wind? There's no wind down here.
I know, it's beautiful.
There's an absolute storm up top.
It's beautiful down here. That's why the deer should be down here. Your bolts are even
I
frozen.
know. It's not the only thing.
Just keep working our way along. We have a destination. There's a big bowl, big timber bowl right around this corner that we walked through yesterday, actually. But it should be nice. It should be out of the wind. Not a lot of snow over there, I bet, because it's so thick. But we're just doing our best. It's hard. You can only see so far, and really hoping just to walk up on some, sneak up on some. And the snow's helping. Like, we're pretty quiet, but I haven't done this type of hunt in a long time. Not really skilled at it. But I'm trying to be patient, take my time, walk slow, and kind of look everywhere. Wish we had a little more visibility. That always makes a tired hunter feel better and cold. Fire just does something. I'm like rejuvenated now, even though we haven't seen no deer. It's really cold, it's windy. It is starting to clear though. We are able to start seeing other mountains, which is good. And I think this evening might be bomb. The biggest deer we've seen was right down in here somewhere when Kevin saw. So I think tonight's a good night to kill that deer. I talked to you earlier, we were starting to get a little visibility where we could actually glass a couple 100 yards. And it looked like it was going to clear up. We started being able to see way long ways away. And then it came back. It came back with vengeance. Now we're back to 80, 100 yards of visibility. We've not been able to cut a deer track, but what we noticed is we're hiking back on the trail we hiked in on, and there's 4 of us. There's 3 fingers in here if you're wondering. There's 4 of us, and like over there on that ridge where it was getting blown, you could barely tell that we had walked through there. So maybe there's some tracks that just have gotten blown in. I don't know. Don't know. Starting to scratch our heads. What I think is the deer are just not moving. They are huddled up in the trees, and they might get up to piss, grab a quick bite, and lay right back down where they've been. I think they just haven't, they're waiting to storm out, which deer and elk usually do. So we're hoping that we could find something or find some tracks, but nothing yet. So onward we go. And hopefully it clears up either tonight or tomorrow, and then we game on. We had a great fire though. Real good fire.
We're losing them.
We're losing them.
Good morning and goodbye
Good morning, goodbye.
to Kevin and Cody.
See you guys.
See you.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
Travel safe. We are at it again. Today is finally the day, I think. I woke up about 6:30 to go check, and it looked crystal clear for almost. The wind was blowing, and it was 11 degrees. What did I say? Cold. 11 degrees. But I think once the sun gets up, the deer are going to get up and start moving. They're going to have to. They haven't been up from what we've seen the last 3 days. As cold as it is right now, they're going to have to get some calories in their bodies. Just like how we're going to have some calories in our bodies. Loaded the packs up. It's a bunch of goodies. Some mountain house, some peaks. We're going to go, me and Logan are going to go spend the day out on the hill. Probably going to have to build a big fire. Find somewhere out of the wind. And somewhere we can glass. If we can find all 3 of those things in one place, that'll be a big W. Kevin and Cody are going to run up and kind of hunt north where we did yesterday, and then they have to be back because Cody has to fly out tomorrow, or tonight actually. And then Kevin will be bringing the boys in. HUSHJR will be coming in either tonight or in the morning. So it'll be my last day to hunt, and then turn the reins over to Gage and Zay and see what they can do. Hopefully we can find them some deer. Anyway, we're gonna get after it.
It's a buck. That was from last night though. It's got a little snow in it. You see how the points are out? Did you get that? I will after the points are out. It tells me it's a heavier deer. Probably a buck. Another way you can tell it's a buck is those dew claws in the back. Things behind the track those don't leave them. You're packing your pistol today, Logan. Oh, might want to. I got cat tracks right in here with the deer tracks. It's not a giant, but maybe that's the problem why we're not finding a whole lot of deer, and when we do, they're super spooky. A lot of cats up on this mountain, I guess. You can clearly see that thing's in here hunting them too. That track looks like this morning to me. I bought a cat tag this year. Never really bought a cat tag unless I'm specifically going on a cat hunt. But Idaho has over-the-counter cat tags, general tags, good for right now. So I bought one. I've been seeing an increase in people having issues with mountain lions for whatever reason. So I was like, well, if I need to shoot one, I'd like to have a tag in my pocket. So I bought one. So if we see a cat, it could become a cat hunt real quick. Anyway, we're just gonna follow these tracks up. It dives over right here. It'd be interesting to see where these deer go, if they dove over to the other side or stay on this side. And then, depending, we're gonna go up on a high point and try to find a good glassing knob that we can glass a bunch of country for most of the day. These deer should be up and moving most of the day. Conditions are just too perfect for us not seeing any deer yet, but did find quite a few tracks, a handful anyway. A couple of them dropped into this canyon, but just trying to work our way around and get the angles into it and angles into other canyons so we can be as efficient as possible. Glass as much country. These deer have to be up and moving around, feeding a little bit, I would assume. They've been pretty much bedded down for the last 2.5, 3 days, so we're gonna work our way over and try to find this nice spot where we can see a lot of country and get out of the wind. I said this is ridiculous. I mean, we've got 2 does, we've seen it all. They're out and feeding like I thought all the deer were, but we're seeing tracks. I always think I know more than the deer do, but the deer actually know more about deer than I do. And so the only thing I can do is take my past experiences and a little bit of opinion and create a scenario that I think is going to happen. And 9 times out of 10 it doesn't. I thought for sure with all those weather we've had, super cold temps last night, all the deer would just be out in the open feeding. And not saying they're not, but like they could be feeding in a timber pocket just on the edge where we can't see. We just got this glass is the name of the game. It's a really good spot. You can see a ton of different country. So just got to spend some time behind the vortex and see. But we did see deer, so that's a W. What did I say the big W for the day would be? Kill a big buck. Well, yeah, that's the ultimate W. Big W was to find a place out of the wind where we could glass, maybe make a fire. And I think we found that, right? Yeah. If we step back a few feet, we have a nice little rock ledge that blocks all the wind. Those are important things when you're going to spend all day outside in the woods. Is a good area where you can just hike all day. I don't think that's very effective for me anyway.
We just can't buy a bucket, guys. That's what an old NBA announcer used to say. Hot Rod Huntley, shout out to you, REP. Just can't buy a bucket. That's how I feel. We can't catch a break. This would have been the first evening we could have glassed in three nights, which I was super stoked for. And the storm rolls in out of nowhere. It starts snowing, and the visibility is back down to a couple hundred yards. So I've about got an hour and a half of light left. We're just gonna start hiking new country. We're gonna go down and around, hit this trail that goes back into some country we've never seen, and then it will lead us to camp eventually. So we're just gonna get mobile, I guess. Glassing did not pay off. And now we can't glass, so we'll do what we can. And that's walking and looking and walking and looking. It's turning into one of the most frustrating hunts I've been on. I mean, when we do have visibility, we're not finding deer in any sort of numbers. And then the rest of the time, there's no visibility. And no deer when you can't see. So, but you know what we always say. It can always change in the blink of an eye. We might get our stuff on, go around this corner and shoot a deer. That's forward thinking, hopefully. But tomorrow, we're gonna switch lanes. The boys are gonna be up to bat. Zayden and Gage. This is gonna be the first. We haven't talked about this yet, but we're gonna have a little line of HUSHJR coming at you. Maybe a little bit of content ran by my son Gage, his buddy Zayden, my buddy Winston. We really just want to highlight youth, and hopefully the youth can get other youth happy and excited about getting out in the woods. We're gonna have some merchandise we've already worked on. It's gonna be pretty fun. I'm excited about it. So tomorrow will be come at you, stretch your faces, Hush Jr.'s first official video. Well, camp's still wrecked, that's good. It's always a positive. Warm place to come back to. It's just like freak snowstorm out of nowhere. We were so excited because today was supposed to be the best weather we've had after 2 days of snow and fog. Tomorrow we'll put our hats on tomorrow. Is that how you say it? Hang our hats on tomorrow. Frustrated to say the least. Like, I've not been too many places deer hunting where if I sit in glass and I have visibility, which we did most of the day, I'm not able to turn up, you know, some sort of deer in numbers, not just 2 does, but maybe like does here, a little buck. I think maybe they're lower. I don't know, we always start second guessing everything. We've killed bucks up here. Gage killed a really nice buck up here. Seen a lot of nice deer, but you want to keep committing to this because you know it can produce, but at the same time it's commit to it for too long and then you're out of time. So, well, talk with the boys tonight, see what they want to do. Make a game plan for the morning. We're gonna eat good, I know that. What do you think about burritos tonight? Yes? Okay. We can do that for you, Logie Bear. I'll put this gun away.
The party has arrived. Yes.
Oh my goodness. Are you guys freezing?
Yeah, kinda, not really.
What's up, boys?
Party has arrived.
Kevin? You guys made it. I was nervous. I was like, are they gonna make it?
I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous myself.
Were you nervous?
Yeah.
Wasn't sure about coming back up that road.
There's a lot of heat mud.
We're here. We got round 2 of firewood.
We got hot fire and dinner's about to be ready.
We actually have an axe.
You guys about had a search party coming after you?
Mud and,
Rager?
I mean,
Yeah.
What's
What you
up?
got for me, dude?
I was in
Show you my puffy coat. Yeah. Got some firewood.
The boys are here.
Yeah, firewood.
Fully loaded, my goodness. Good job. What's up, Zayd?
What's up?
You ready to get it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Get 'em.